So if you remember last week or so, I was looking for the Hippy Market in Torrevieja. Found it. So Sunday afternoon, when we stayed down in Torrevieja, it would have been busy with people walking about. But the reality is, it's that close to the salt lakes, they could sell salt here instead. But the sad reality is the majority of the stalls are closed today. And I don't know if it's like this all the time, but I'm going to take a walk up. There was one stall in particular that I was looking for, and I think it's sad that, I know the town had to move them somewhere, but to move them up into a residential area where no one's going to come, especially to buy sire, and nobody's going to come up here just to buy bags and stuff, and it's putting these businesses at risk. It's putting all the businesses at risk. Guys are just packing up. They didn't usually open till around about just after 12. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday, and no one is hola. Buenas. It must be really hard for them. They're basically just closing up, which is unheard of, because they would open at 12 o'clock during the day, and then that would be them. They'd be open till 11 o'clock at night every single day, 7 days a week, and that's not the case. It goes on for a fair stretch, but that's the N332. Who's going to walk up here just to buy stuff for the Hippy Market? Guardia Civil driving by. Now that's the girls that done the hair on the one in the corner. No, it's not. It's the ones that do the bags. But surely they have to. It's madness, isn't it? It's a great day here in Torrevieja. It's a great day, but you feel for these businesses. Can they survive? Will they have to pay rent? Will they have to pay rent being here? Surely they could have put them down somewhere else in the town it's closer for people to walk to. There's no one even in that one. I don't know where she is. Madness. Some of the strange things that Torrevieja Council does. Never mind the fact that the seafront project won't be finished for this summer, and it's another summer of hardship for a lot of the businesses down there. And then they go and do this to the Hippy Market. The Hippy Market is such an integral part of Torrevieja. A lot of people that come into the town specifically come in to walk down past the Hippy Market, to walk down the front, get your little souvenirs, your holiday souvenirs. But if you're going to have to walk away outside the town, basically, there's the salt market over there. There's the salt market over there. Hola. And people are just happy to see people. That's absolute madness. It is absolute madness. But what can they do? What can they do? You just hope that they're not having to pay rent and that they'll somehow manage, because there's a lot of these traders. Will they last the summer? That's the reality of it. It goes away down here. So it's about maybe about a 10-minute walk to the beach from here. But are people prepared to walk up here? Evidently not on a Saturday afternoon, that's for sure. And more importantly, the stall that I was looking for, they need power. And I believe that the issue is that there's no power on any of these. So I have just walked under the N332, as you see. And the issue is, the issue is that they have no power, no electricity. So for them that ran card readers, need electricity for card payments. Most tourists will pay by card, and not everyone pays by cash. So crazy times. Walked down to this end, but just to see if the one that I am looking for is open. But I've got a funny feeling that it won't be. But you can get parked, I suppose, if you want to come out, you can get parked on that bit of waste ground there. But then that means driving up here just specifically to do that when it wasn't really a thing. There's the one that sells the crystals, jewellery. Nope, the one that I am looking for isn't here. But wait a minute. They've got power. They'll have power because they're right at the beginning. The ones up the top, they might have power. So you can still get your... Oh, but scran. So, yeah, there you go. There's the answer. He has his own generator. Now with that comes a cost. And if he doesn't get any customers, there's not a vast amount of people walking about here, is there? Torrevieja, what have you done to these traders? As someone that's run my own business for years, for this type of business, you need a footfall. For any other type of business, you need this location. And these ones it was always about location. And the fact that they've moved them away up here and there's no one here whatsoever, that's just crazy. I really hope that they all manage to survive the summer. And the fact that they've been put up here, I mean, the fairground was told it was going to be back a year past March. So anyway, in other news, I was reading an article today about property all over the country and about how many new builds are getting built. Now, the Malaga region, funnily enough, has been building like nobody's business. They've built more properties than anybody down in the Malaga region. And it's got a lot of people saying, it's got a lot of locals saying, they hope that there's a property bust. They hope that 2008 comes all over again and there's a massive property crash in the market, because locals, and you've got to think about it, the average salary in Spain is around about 15 to 1700 euros a month. Now when you've got rents at 900 euros a month, 1000 euros a month, more than that, you know, if you're a single person and you want to leave home, you're definitely not renting yourself in any of those areas. And even up here in Torrevieja, the price of rentals have went through the roof. It's not just the price of rentals, the property prices are going up drastically. And what it does is, you get a lot of the Spanish are complaining, how is someone on 1500 euros a month going to be able to buy a house at 300 grand a month? It's not going to happen. They're not going to be able to buy a house at all. And parents are now complaining that their siblings, their children, won't be able to get the property market. Strange graffiti. Yeah, so there are people who are now saying they're wishing for a crash like 2008. I can't see it happening, because not this year anyway, or not next year. The market just isn't there for a crash, in my personal opinion, but that's just me talking about the way that I look at the markets. When you look at what happened with the banking crash, it was a completely unique scenario. Could it happen again? Yes, potentially, but property prices are only going one way in this region. Now, there is a bit of news that comes with that also, the fact that some properties are staying on the market for a lot longer. And if you're looking for somewhere to do up, but the downside of it is the taxes, and if you're doing something up. But if it's your main home, and there is a way around some of the taxes, I believe. Ask an estate agent and ask a financial advisor. Breaking news: this is not financial information or anything that you should act on at all. It's just me blethering walking up the road. I really feel sorry for these ones. That's the one that sat in the corner that done the hair right across from our old apartment in Torrevieja. Now, the thing is they used to be really busy. With people getting their hair done. Oh, tourists. Loads of tourists. Hola. Tourists getting their braids in their hair, but it's just not there. Anyway, what a lovely little day. The sun's out. Where is it? It's way up there again, isn't it? So, property prices going up. People in the Malaga region complaining about property prices. People all over Spain complaining about property prices. And the British media are saying, yeah, they don't want Brits, they're anti-Brit. It's funny because you see a few comments online still talking about that, but never mind. Anyway, hope you've had a fantastic Monday, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next video. Hasta luego.